Finance and investment. The overall objectives of this course is the development of basic financial skills and logical thought processes necessary to make and implement sound business decisions in a global environment. Successful completion of this course will provide you with the opportunity to analyze financial performance from financial statements, develop financial forecasts, budget and plans, calculate and apply time, value of money concepts to investments, apply basic capital budgeting techniques, and analyze the dividend policy decisions. Finance and investments lecture. What is finance? The management of large amounts of money, especially by governments or large companies. Finance is about the bottom line of business activities. Every business is a process of acquiring and disposing assets. Real assets, tangible and intangible goods, financial assets. Two objections of business: grow wealth and to use wealth as an asset to best meet economic needs. Financially, a business decision reduces to valuation of assets. Valuation is a central issue of finance. Financial forecasting and planning. The need for forecasting and financial management arises whenever the future financing needs of the firm is being estimated. The key ingredient in the firm's planning is the sales forecast. The traditional problem faced in financial forecasting begins with the sales forecast and involves making forecasts of the impact of predicted sales on the firm's various expenses, assets, and liabilities. Here I show you the cash flow of a firm. Pay close attention to the numbers 1 through 5, as I will describe them now. 1. Cash raised from investors by selling financial assets. 2. Cash invested in real assets, tangible, intangible. 3. Cash generated by operations. 4. Cash reinvested. 5. Cash returned to investors, from mandatory as in loan payments or discretionary as in dividends. Making sound financial decisions. When you make sound financial decisions, you need to know how to value assets. By investment decisions, you want to know how real assets are valued. By financing and payout, you want to know how corporate securities are valued. By risk management, you want to know how financial contracts are valued. Valuation of assets. Each asset is defined by its cash flow. Value of an asset equals value of his cash flow. Important characteristics of cash flow. Time, as in time value of money, as in $1,000 today versus $1,000 next year. Risk premium, as in $1,000 for sure versus zero and $2,000 with equal odds. The two elements in finance are time and uncertainty. Opportunity cost of capital. The cost of capital to a firm is the minimum required rate of return, which the supplier of capital require. An investment is an acquisition of an asset. You pay cash today, you receive cash flow in the future. Capital investment trade off. A firm can always give cash back to shareholders. A shareholder can invest in financial markets. The role of financial markets. Financial markets, where financial assets are traded, such as money markets, which are short term debt securities, capital markets, which are long term securities, derivatives, which are securities with payoffs tied to other prices, financial intermediaries owned mostly by financial assets, as in banks, insurance companies, and such. Corporations own mostly real assets. Individuals own both real and financial assets. Functions of financial markets: borrowing and lending, price determination, coordination and provision of information, risk sharing, and efficiency. Financial statement analysis. The term financial analysis, also known as analysis and interpretation of financial statements, refers to the process of determining financial strengths and weaknesses of the firm by establishing strategic relationship between the items of the balance sheet and other operative data. It is the collective name for the tools and techniques that are intended to provide relevant information to decision makers. Methods of financial analysis consist of comparative statements analysis, common size statement analysis, trend analysis, ratio analysis, funds flow analysis, cash flow analysis, and cost volume profit analysis. This concludes my lecture. Throughout this week, we will have discussion questions, and I want you to answer the following. How does financing statements help financial decisions? Explain the traditional U-shaped approach to the cost of capital. Our last question: identify and briefly describe several reasons for studying finance. I appreciate the time. Thank you.